Okay, are we working now? Yes, we're working. Welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison, and today it's not the usual, kind of as usually structured, but today we're just going to talk. If there's anybody in the room and you want to ask questions or you want to talk about anything or you want to look at a chart. So I'll go over the usual, we'll go over the markets and look at what's happening there, what I think is happening with regards to the likes of the SEC and what they're trying to do, what the hell they're playing at as well is a bit of a nightmare, and why I think September is going to be a really slow month for the whole of the crypto market, only to explode starting from October onwards. So I think a lot of people are going to be getting sucked in to the kind of likes of the SEC FUD that's going on, all the regulations that's coming up, supposedly coming up. I think a lot of people are going to get sucked into that, and why the market's crashed as well. So we're looking at that as well. So I'm just going to jump over and see if there's anybody in the chat just now, and see if there's anybody watching. To be honest, nope, I can't see anything just now, but I don't know if we're live or not. I need to see if we're live. Yeah, we are live. We are live indeed. Right, okay, we've got Jeff Colhoun. Oh, we are watching. Excellent. Okay, good. Good to see. If you're watching just now, obviously hit the like button as well. I hate saying that, but hit the like button and just leave a comment. This is about kind of interacting with you. It's not about the like button or growing the channel or anything. But just leave a comment just to say hi, and just if you want to ask any questions as well, just let me know. Grundle25 is in the house. Welcome to you as well. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so we'll go over the markets first of all. Erwin is in, has just joined us as well. Good to see you. We've got a few people in just now. Okay, so we'll go over the markets first of all, see what's happening, and we'll just jump over. Okay, just reload this. We have an overall market capitalization of 2.17 trillion. I'm small there, and that's good. Make that a wee bit bigger. Okay, $2.17 trillion in the market space just now, which is kind of crazy. But if we go down and kind of look at the top 100, you can see there's not that much that's kind of went up. Terra has gone up again to $34. Spoke about that loads of times over the past couple of months. FTX token gone up over the last week or so. And we will turn that off. We'll just leave that. Now, one second. I want to turn something off here. Cosmos has gone up over the last 24 hours and the last 7 days as well. Again, spoke about Cosmos. I think that's going to be the next big one apart from Polkadot. I think that's going to be the next safe big one. And we'll speak about that in a second as well. What else has gone up? Tezos has gone up 26% over the last 24 hours. That's doing well. Anything else? Right, I need to turn this off just now. 1 second. Turn off. And quit. And we've got Harmony. One is going up as well, 17% over the last 24 hours. Icon is up. And Mina Protocol is up as well. Okay, we have Average Joe is in the house. Martin O'Regan is in. John Wilson. Any chance of looking at the PolkaFantasy Launch? Yes, that's what I'm going to look at as well. So it should be going on actually right now. So I wanted to look at that. So we've got the right, I'll just make sure, because the PolkaFantasy Launch is going on today. I'm expecting this to be big, but because of the market conditions just now, it might not be as big as I thought it would be. So I'm just going to see if we can punch this in. It's come up. So it's literally happening just now, 54 cents. It is just now. So we'll go to the 1 minute chart. So remember, PolkaFantasy, that came out, I think the pre-sale or the IDO was 5 cents. So it's 10x'd already, or it's gone up much more than that. 81 cents. At the minute, 78. So it's doing fantastic just now. I expect this to come down. Usually what happens when you're in an IDO as well, like this as well, or when you're trying to get in on a big launch, don't go in the first couple of minutes. Whatever you do, do not go in the first, I wouldn't even go in the first hour, to be honest. $1.10 just now. It did get up to $1.35. You can see the volume on it is 4.4 million just now. It's literally just launched 4 minutes ago. So $1.10, $1.20. These are kind of crazy numbers. I didn't expect this, to be honest. $1.18, it did spike up to, somebody paid $1.72. This is going to come back down, but the price is just now unbelievable. $5 million traded so far. So this is something I was going to look at anyway. I planned on looking at this. $1.43. So this is on the minute chart just now, and this is on DEX Tools. Just been launched literally 5 minutes ago, and already it's done a 30x from where it was priced at IDO. So it's doing amazing. I just want to check something just now. I'm going to check it offline just now. 1 second. No, I thought we were given tokens already, but we've not been given tokens. So I got in on the IDO for this. Let's dive back over. $2.20. Mental. That's crazy. That's a 40x, a 40, nearly a 50x on this so far for PolkaFantasy. We knew it was going to be big. I've been speaking about it for the last couple of weeks. Been speaking about it in the group. And we've seen the NFT one, or the NFTs auction that they did, raised about 4.4 million as well. So this just now is going pretty crazy, $2.22. We'll come back to that and see what it is. But if you're going in on these kind of, if it's just been launched, don't go in just now. That would just be crazy to go in just now. Wait for at least an hour or two before getting into this. If you're going to go in, do I think it's going to be worth it? Yeah, I do actually. Diluted market cap is only 31 million just now. It's going to be a huge game, I think. NFT game. I think that is really, really hot just now. Somebody's paid $3.40 for it at one stage. I'm just going down the numbers. It says $3.40. I can't see a trade there for $3.40. But $2.80. Crazy. $3.14. Yep, that's kind of crazy just now. Okay, so we'll go back to the chat. Anybody in the chat? Fibo to the moon? Yes, we'll be speaking about that as well. Steve, what price do you think it will come back down to? Probably $1 or something. Probably just $1 or below $1 if we're lucky. To get that. It's a big NFT game. It's had a lot of hype, a lot of people talking about it, a lot of people excited about it as well. Daily volume 8 million just now, 43 million diluted market cap. That's a diluted market cap, remember. So I was expecting it to go to about 50 cents to $1, to stay around about the 50 cents to $1. It might be higher, but I definitely wouldn't go in at these prices at the minute. Wait till it comes back down. And I'm into PolkaFantasy as well. I got in the IDO as well, and I'm telling you, I wouldn't go in at these prices just now. If you do go in, obviously it helps me. It helps kind of push the price up for me. But I'm saying just now, don't go in just now, because you might get wrecked. This is probably going to come back down to maybe at $1 or even under $1. So just be careful when you're getting on these. Don't FOMO in. Do not FOMO in, whatever you do. Right, so look at the markets. We'll come back to that. We'll look at the markets just now. So this is the top categories just now for market capitalization. And again, everything's done really quite badly just now since that correction. Cosmos ecosystem up 2.6% over the last hour, 8.4% over the last 24 hours. Doing really well. I expect that to do even better in the future. If you're looking for a good safe bet, I would normally say to everybody, can I get into Ethereum? I still think Ethereum is going to go $10,000 by the end of the year, although the gas fees just now are ridiculous, absolutely unbelievable. That's obviously because of the huge popularity of NFTs. but they need to fix that. They need to fix it soon. Or what I think could happen, it's not necessarily going to harm Ethereum, is that another platform, another protocol takes us over. So it could be Solana that really takes on the NFTs, and everybody kind of jumps over to the kind of Solana side to do NFTs. I don't think it's going to be the likes of Cardano or anything like that, but something like Solana could do, or Polygon could do NFTs, but that's kind of layer 2 for Ethereum. But that's really what could happen with regards to the NFTs. Vitalik Buterin came out on Twitter and said we need to kind of find a layer 2 solution, essentially a layer 2 solution for the NFTs, because it is obviously harming the Ethereum gas prices hugely. Just now I did a trade this morning, it was $70, which is actually quite good for Ethereum just now, but it's $70 for a trade. It's not good at all, to be honest. So I think there's going to be a kind of split where Ethereum is going to be used for the likes of DeFi and everything that's built on DeFi and the major dApps and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily going to be a layer 2 solution that's going to help Ethereum with regards to scalability. It's going to be ETH 2.0, but that's not going to be till next year. But until that happens, there's going to be another kind of protocol takes over, the likes of Solana actually takes over these NFT kind of side of it, and Solana is going to become your NFT protocol. It's going to be something like that. So there's going to be different kind of protocols or different layer 1s used for different things. So it could be Solana is going to be used for NFTs, Ethereum is going to be used for DeFi, you might get for gaming, it might be another platform like Cosmos or something like that. I don't know. Solana is really up and coming. Where is Solana just now? It's really kind of strong. Yeah, $180 at the moment. 52 billion market capitalization. Has that still got a way to go? Yes. And I said last week that Solana is going to get up to $200, and it's going to reach that quite easily. I feel so. $500 probably the next target for Solana. It's just getting bigger, and it seems bigger, much faster, and more easily scalable just now. And that's why I don't necessarily think Cardano is going to work. I'm not going to be popular because of saying that. Because Cardano's been working on this for years, on their kind of system for years. Literally years they've been working on it. They're just playing out smart contracts in the next couple of days. Everybody think it's going to skyrocket. I don't think it is, because nobody's going to be using it. And I like Cardano. I think from 6 cents all the way up to $3 from a kind of financial point of view. 1 second, I'm just going to turn this shit off. I should have had this done. Right. Where are we? Right, unpin and delete. Pain in the arse that. Do apologise. I'll go back. Yeah, I think Solana is going to be much more scalable, but I think it's going to be used or known for the likes of NFTs or something like that. I think that's what could happen with regards to the layer 1s. ETH 2.0 coming out probably end of this year. And I say ETH 2.0 coming out, obviously it's been implemented. The London hard fork has been implemented. A lot of people are getting mixed up with ETH 2.0 and London hard fork. That's separate things. ETH 2.0 is a basket, it's an umbrella of kind of EIPs, if you will. And EIP 1559, that's going to get kind of implemented ongoing. It's an ongoing thing. So the kind of gas fees and that coming down will probably be towards the end of this year, beginning of 2022. Once that happens, I think people will start to move back over to Ethereum again. But the big institutional investors, they're not giving a shit about the gas fees just now. Nobody's really bothering about the gas fees or the big institutional investors. So that's why Ethereum's still going up in price. Everybody's saying, how's Ethereum going up if I'm paying $70 for just a transaction or to buy an NFT or whatever? Because the big institutional investors are not traders like us. We're trading. We're trading NFTs. We're trading kind of tokens as well. So that's why Ethereum's still going up. That's why Ethereum is still going to go up to $10,000 by the end of the year, possibly more. Than that. I see big things for Ethereum. You have to look. Shit. Okay, the camera has just died. on, mate, and I don't know why. 1 second. Alright, 1 second. I know you probably can still hear me. I'm just going to try and jump onto another camera and see. So I'm going to add screen capture. So it's not screen capture, it's video capture. I'm going to go to Logitech, add, and I'm going to come down here. Right, 1 second. I'm going to add that down there, put it above, put it above there. This is not working at all. Screen capture. Right, 1 second, folks. I don't know if you're still with me, but we'll move here and do that there. I'm just doing a bit jiggery pokery. Nope. There's a brand new camera, I think. Right, that should be us now. Okay, let me know if everything's working. Cross swap is the next 100. X Pro, excellent. What do you think of Proton XPR? Not looked at it. Congrats for being an IDO. Nice profit, mate. Yep, it is. I'm going to hold it long term though. Well, longer term. John Wilson, see what price you think it will come back down to. So we've looked at that already. I don't know if I'm still live actually. I need to check to see if this is all working. Yeah, it is working. Looks good. Cross swap in the next. Okay. We are back up and running. Okay, just with a different camera. Okay, what was I saying? What the hell was I talking about? We'll go into large movers and then we'll look at charts and stuff. Large movers, any big ones? Really, when we're looking at large movers, we want kind of the big price or the big kind of volume on it. Adaflect, never heard of it. These are kind of some of the ones that are coming out. Sunny Aggregator, haven't heard of that. Gifted Hands, 3 million. Live Crypto, a couple of people in the group are into Live Crypto. So see what Live Crypto has done. I think that's done amazing. And somebody in the group had already mentioned it. I think it was Div who'd mentioned it, but a lot of people didn't get into it in the group, but it's done amazingly well. That's not really shown on though. They are only saying a 7x, but I think it's done much more than that. That's just since it came onto CoinGecko. But where is it? So 10 billion. 10 billion there. So it's only a 10 million market cap. Or is it 100 million market cap just now? So Live Crypto, yeah, a couple of people in the group are into that and it's still going up just now, which is amazing. Okay, we'll look at XP. Where is it just now? Yeah, it's come back down. As I said it would. So we're settling around about $1.36. So this might be a good time to look at PolkaFantasy and see if you want to get in on that just now. So it did go up to $4.97 was the top there. $4.97. So yeah, $1.41 could be a good price to get in. It might still come down a wee bit more. Might come down a wee bit more to $1. So usually what happens is they come out, explode, and it's usually bots and stuff like that that get into this. This is why the price goes right up. A lot of people don't realise that, but it's usually bots that are kind of pushing the price right up. So explodes, comes back down, settles around a kind of price, and it looks as if it's going to settle around about here, maybe $1 it could come down to, and then before it goes back up again. So we'll see. This has only been out literally for 19 minutes. $1.46. So it's still a 20x from here, which is really good. Or 5 cents is actually a 30x, sorry. A 30x from here, from IDO price. So yeah, that's good. And from the IDO, I think I got $500 allocation in the IDO, but it's released over a couple of months. I think 25% is released today, and then 75% is released over the next 3 months or something. So kind of have to hold it anyway, but I wanted to hold it because it's going to be big long term, I think, and multi-million dollar project, I feel, for PolkaFantasy. So it's looking good just now. Right, we'll go over some charts just now. We'll look at the Bitcoin chart and look what the hell happened here. From 53,000, nearly 53,000, all the way down to, or 19%, down to $42,000. $42,000, unbelievable. And we still might have a wee bit to go from here. Now, how does this happen? Every time this does happen, a lot of people say, how does this happen? That has to be manipulated. It's not necessarily manipulated. It could be in that a lot of people have got together, or a few big players have got together and just say, okay, we're going to drop the price now. So what happens is, imagine buying Bitcoin and you're saying, say it's up at, I don't know, $53,000, and you say, okay, if it goes below $51,000, I'm going to set an automatic stop loss to sell once it hits $51,000. Once it hits that, and it's just say you've got a lot of money in it, $100,000 or $1 million or something, once it hits that, it then pushes the price down even further, and it starts to trigger everybody's stop loss. So everybody, a lot of other people might have a stop loss at 49,000, 48,000, 45,000, etc. And it just keeps going below and below because it hits stop losses after stop loss after stop loss, and it just goes down. And that's why the price goes down so much at this point. It could be manipulated in the fact that there could be big players out there just saying, okay, start selling just now and we'll kind of clean up when it reaches $40,000 or something. So what they'll do, the big players, the big whales, they'll put orders in to buy Bitcoin at, say, $42,000. Where did it hit here? 42,900. So they'll put orders in, automatic orders, to buy either OTC or on the exchanges to buy at $42,000. And once it hits that target, it goes back up again. That's why you see the kind of big long wick there, and it's shot back up to $46,000 straight away. Now, if you're buying $1 million worth there and it goes up 10%, then you're talking 1.1 million within the space of a minute or something. So you've got $100,000, but if you're buying even more than that, obviously you're making a lot more money. So this is what happens here. And these big players, when they're putting the sale orders in as well, they'll do it leverage. They'll do 10x leverage or 20x leverage or 50x leverage. So they make even more money. They make 20x what they originally kind of got out of it. Plus they buy back the Bitcoin. Nothing's going on fundamentally with Bitcoin. Nothing's changed. On-chain analysis suggests that Bitcoin is still going to go up. For me, it's still going to go up to 100, 150,000 by the end of 2021. You might think that's a crazy figure, and we're talking 200% from here, but I still feel this is the end of 2021. It's going to go up to 100 to $150,000. Now we can see here, this is kind of in the books just now. This is kind of in the charts of what could possibly happen with Bitcoin. I've looked at this loads of times before, and literally about 4 hours before the price dropped, the flash crash, I'd kind of put this in a group to say around about the $55,000 level, we should see a pullback to around 40,000 to 45,000 level before the next parabolic move. That's exactly what happened. Literally about 4 hours after, come right down to 42,000. It still might come down from here. We still might get that move down below kind of 45,000, down to around about $40,000 level. So we could still come down to the $40,000 level, which is round about here. So we still might have a wee bit to go before this is over. I don't feel there's any need to panic at all, and I was a bit shocked when I seen it. but certainly not panicking at all. And I think this is to be expected. So this I kind of predicted was going to happen, or said was going to happen by the 10th of September. It did it 2 or 3 days before it. And now I'm thinking we're starting to see maybe a slow move down to maybe 42,000, then a move back up. And then from October onwards, we're going to see that big parabolic move that a lot of people are kind of expecting towards the end of the year. And we could see $150,000 for Bitcoin. And just let me know your thoughts on that. Ash is in the house. Welcome to you. Good to see you. Bitcoin crypto OpenSea is down just now as I was doing a transaction. Yeah, I'm not surprised. OpenSea is massive just now. The amount of volume going through there and NFTs just now is unbelievable. Thike, can you please check Zookeeper? Let's focus on NFT and yield farming. If I get time at the end, I probably won't have time at the end, Thike, but if I get time at the end, I'll check that. So that's PolkaFantasy $1.26. Right, back to the charts for Ethereum. Right, Ethereum kind of obviously came back down as well to $3,000. And I don't know if I've got an Ethereum chart there that I said exactly the same as happened. Yeah, so this is the kind of prediction, what I'm saying is going to happen before the end of the year, or end of the year into 2022, that Ethereum is going to go up to probably about $20,000 by the first quarter of 2022. I didn't see the big drop coming, but obviously if Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum is going to go down as well. So that's kind of what's happened. So I'm thinking this is still $10,000 by the end of the year. I'm feeling for Ethereum. Just now, the only concern I've got with Ethereum just now is the kind of gas fees and everybody getting really paid off with the gas fees with their NFTs and the trading, etc. So that's my only concern just now, and I hope to get something sorted out soon. But as I said, I think there'll be another layer one solution that kind of takes over the role of transacting the NFTs, and I think possibly Solana's the best solution. As I was saying, I don't think Cardano's going to be it. I was saying that before. I think that's when the camera went off. I think Cardano's not going to do as well as everybody thinks it's going to do on the 12th of September. But we'll see. It might shoot up to the $6 or the $10 level. A lot of other people are saying it's going to go up to $10. I don't feel it is. I've just got a feeling that it's not going to do as well as everybody's thinking. But we'll see. We'll see what happens on the 12th. And if they bring it out on the 12th as well, I know they've had a lot of delays in the past. And I'm not knocking Cardano. I really do like Cardano. I like Charles Hoskinson as well. A lot of respect for them. I just think they're slow. It's just really slow. And with the likes of Solana and Cosmos, they've been really quick to react to things and react to the market and scalability and all that as well. I just think there's going to be another layer one that's going to come out way ahead of Cardano and the others. So for me, it's kind of Ethereum, and then it'll be probably Polkadot, Solana, Cosmos, and you've got Terra as well. And Cardano will be kind of low down for me at least. I know that's not going to be popular at all. So we're looking at Ethereum there, and this is a couple of charts. We're looking at this and said if it broke out of here, it didn't manage to break out. It's probably going to have another crack at it to try and break out. Once it does, I think the Ethereum price is going to skyrocket. I think we're going to go up to that 16 level that we were at before. So that's the 16% level, 16% of the Bitcoin price. So it could kind of almost reach the kind of flipping stage. I don't think it's going to quite get there, but we could almost reach that as well. And this is where I think it's going to go, up to $20,000 by first quarter of 2022. Ethereum dominance, we've seen that as well. Cup and handle for Ethereum dominance is following that kind of handle pattern quite perfectly just now. So it could come down a wee bit more before it starts to go back up again before the end of the year. So a couple of other charts want to look at as well. Verasity. Verasity kind of shot up. It did brilliantly. And I said the price has crossed over on the 7 and the 21 EMA. Crossed over, went all the way up to 4.9 cents. So it's done great. It's done great, and it dipped below the 1 cent area, so we're talking about a 500% increase, 600% increase for Verasity, so it's done amazingly well. And they've just come out with news for, I'll just see if we can find that news actually. Twitter.com. Oh, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong one. So I was on Twitter before. Verasity. Just to show you. So this is patent published. Verasity receives notice of allowance for second proof of view patent. So you know they've got the proof of view patent already. That's kind of already passed, done, and they've got notification for the allowance of a second proof of view patent. So big things still coming up for Verasity as well. So really chuffed with how that's going. And we'll go back. So as we said, on the 4 hourly and the daily, we've crossed over, the 70 EMA has crossed over on the 21 EMA. When we had that, we had a move of 7,000%, which is 70x. That was the last time we had it for Verasity, when it crossed over. Crossed over again about 5 days ago. So expecting big things, both from a technical point of view and from a fundamental point of view for Verasity as well. Quarter 4 is going to be the big quarter for Verasity. So expecting even bigger things from them. There's going to be lots of news coming out, I feel. This is one of my big plays as well. So I've got a big play in FibSwap, a big play in Verasity, a big play in Chain Guardians, big play in Cuminu, big play in Splinterlands, and a couple of other smaller plays. Obviously Ethereum as well, that's my biggest, that'd be at the top. But Chain Guardians, I feel, is just going to be absolutely explosive when things really kick off. And it got to a level the other day. Is this on the daily? Did I do it on the daily? No. This was, I think I was looking at the other chart. Yeah, it was. So we'll look at CGG. I think I've done the chart there and published it. And that's on the day. We'll go to the 4 hourly. Yeah, so published it there. So just have a look at that here. So it's down to it, so it's not kind of saved. So it had 79 cents was going to be the floor for Chain Guardians, about 79 cents. It bounced off the 79 cents and went up about 30% to $1.15. And I was starting to think, okay, this could be the start of the rise for Chain Guardians, but it's since come back down to about 93 cents. So still a good price to get in for Chain Guardians. And the next level we're talking about is $1.40 for Chain Guardians to get up to. That's the next resistance area. I've not got it there, it's not saved for some reason. But that's the next resistance area for Chain Guardians, would be the $1.40 level. It says 96 cents there. Come down to 95 cents. So I still feel this is going to be a multi-million, well, it is multi-million dollars just now, but it could be $1 billion project, which is really a 20 to 40x from here. They've just got so much going on. They've got the chain boost system going on as well just now, and that's how I managed to get into the PolkaFantasy IDO, because I've got tokens in Chain Guardians, and that's why I'm going to try and get into the Forest Night IDO that's coming out on Chain Boost as well, because I hold the Chain Guardians tokens. So this is my big play, and I think this is going to be explosive, and I think this is going to make me $1 million as well. So I do really feel the Chain Guardians are going to get up to about $15, $20 by next year, quite soon next year. I think gaming tokens are going to be absolutely massive, or NFT gaming tokens in particular are going to be absolutely massive. And what I've done here is this green chart that you see is what happened. I like to do kind of extrapolate what's happened with other projects as well, and this green chart is what happened with Axie Infinity. So you can see here what happened with Axie Infinity is kind of following that similar pattern, going up here, coming back down here, and it should start to go up from here as well. And where did it reach? Well, we know Axie Infinity go to about $80 or close to $80, and I feel we're going to have a similar trajectory for Chain Guardians as well once it really kind of kicks in, and it's not kicked in yet. It's just starting just now. Same as Splinterlands as well. Any others we were going to look at just now? Nope. That was it for the moment. I'll just go back. Yeah, XP's come down. So we can see PolkaFantasy has come down to 78 cents. So hopefully you listened and you didn't FOMO in on that as well. So it's obviously not found that stable price yet, but it will. It will. And it'll go back up. Okay, we'll just have a quick look. It's going to be a quick one today. Gordy Boy is in the house. Welcome to you. Adrian Logic. PolkaFantasy 0.7. Poker dropping big time. That's not big time. It's just because it shot up because of the bots. So it's still a 15x from its IDO price. Hey Steve, any chance you have a look at PolkaEd? I've been in it for a while. PolkaEd. Oh, Pokedex, yeah. Daniel Lebron, TrueBit protocol, thoughts? I don't know about TrueBit now. I honestly don't know what's. I was in it for a long time, but there's nothing coming out, nothing from the team, nothing. I don't know what it's like now because I haven't looked at it in a bit, but I was big on it and I thought it was really going to help kind of Ethereum. I just don't know now. I just haven't a clue because the team never come out with any updates. Or they didn't before when I was in it. They didn't come out with any updates, so I just didn't have a clue. And I thought, bugger this, I'm out. If they're not going to come out with the updates, they're not going to communicate with anybody. I was baffled by it, to be honest. So it was just really on faith and hope that I was kind of in on it. I just really thought it was going to be the next big thing, and it could still well be. I just don't know what's going on with it. Okay, so we'll look at Pokedex. Pokedex looks like a good one, obviously. You know it's going to be in a Polkadot ecosystem. And it's a DEX for the Polkadot ecosystem. So 566 it is just now, $50 million market capitalization, fully diluted, or the FDV is 358 just now. $17.92, where has it been? We'll just look at the max. Has been as high as $32, so it's 54% off its all-time high. It's almost 243% up from its all-time low, so that's not that bad at all. So this could be a big one. Pokedex is still, or Polkadot has still to take off, and I feel Polkadot is going to take off. When Polkadot takes off and you see it going up 500 to 1,000% or 5 to 10x for Polkadot, this is when you're going to see the likes of Pokedex really coming into its own. And when they build more kind of dApps on the Pokedex or the Polkadot system or the Polkadot protocol, you're going to get the likes of Pokedex going up big time as well. And it's already went up. But yeah, Pokedex looks good as well. I do think that could do really well. Bab are about to launch a blockchain banking solution. Been saying that for years, 3 years they've been saying that for. Ash, thoughts on Dogex from here? So Dogex is one we got into in the group as well. So I don't know kind of what's happening with Dogex just now. So really what it's done, it's hit a floor price at the minute. So you can't sell when it hits the floor price. 2,556. So Dogex is a project we got into in the group, as I said, and when it reaches a certain price limit, i.e. the floor price, it cannot go below that floor price. But when it reaches that price, you cannot sell. So you'll notice here, when you come down, and this looks like a con, it looks like a honeypot, but it's not. It's just the way the tokenomics work. You'll see green, 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 all greens. But what's going to happen at, what, about 3 p.m? 10 a.m. EST time is going to open up. It's going to be a fuel pit stop, a fuel stop for it. So that means everybody can sell, anybody can sell. for it, but I think it'll go to 31% tax for selling, which makes no point in selling. So what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to sell, even with the 31% tax. It's going to go down probably to, I would imagine, around, say, 1,500. Then everybody's going to start buying back in because it's going to be the golden hour after that, and there's zero tax on it. And it's going to go back up to around about the 2,200 level. So it was built, a lot of people complain about it, but it was in the contract, it was there for everybody to see, and people still complain and they just didn't read about it. So I'm holding Dogex. I think it could be good, I think it could be big. They need to get past, there's a couple of wee things that kind of went on, but they need to get past that. But it could be really big, or it could go to zero. It could go to zero, that's the risk we kind of have to take. But the team look good. And I think this could do kind of big things as well, but just really do your own research on this. It's definitely not financial advice, very, very risky. But this, I usually don't go for the meme coins, but this had a unique tokenomics for it as well. And we'll just have a look at that just now. Project Dogex. We'll just show you the kind of tokenomics of it, because it is unique, and this is why I got into it, and I thought this could be good. And other projects have tried to copy and just kind of gone by the wayside, been a bit of a nightmare for them, like little Dogex or Lil Dogex. So they've got a golden hour there. Every time you reach the floor, whether on the way up or the way down, there will be 0% tax on all buys for 1 hour. So it's 18% tax normally, but there will be 0% tax in golden hour. They've got the fuel stop, which is what's going to happen at 3 p.m. So every 7 days from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the chart will be able to go to up to 30% lower than the previous low. So up to 30% lower, which is probably around about the 1800 or what I was talking about, offering a steady chart and an opportunity for investors to buy in cheaper, wherever it lands on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So they tried to do it yesterday, something kind of mucked up, they fixed a contract with it, and they're going to do another fuel stop today. And obviously the buyback as well, developed a buyback wallet to only buy the floor. So when it hits the floor, they'll start buying again and the price will start to go up. And you get reflection, 3% reflections on all the transactions as well. It's got an anti-whale as well, and it's got a stay away to space as well. So it's all in there. What they said they were going to do, they've done. Fuel stop didn't quite work yesterday. I think only one person managed to sell. But they're going to start and try that again today. So this is going to go down. A lot of people are going to panic and sell, but then it's going to go back up again. That's what I think is going to happen with it. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. MSF, I'm down 50% in CGG. You're only down if you sell it. So if you sell it just now, you've lost 50%. If you keep it just now and waiting it going up, and it will go up, I feel, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, it will go up. But I've just been talking about Chain Guardians and how I think it's going to be $1 billion company or project. It's been going for a couple of years. They've been developing for a couple of years. They've got Chain Boost. They've got other things kind of going on. They've got loads of kind of partnerships as well. Chain Guardians, to me, is a no-brainer. At these prices, just a no-brainer. And it's worth holding for at least a year. So you've not lost 50%. You're only 50% down on paper. Because I'm down a lot as well. I've been DCAing on the way down because I've been buying. I first bought 90 cents, then 150, then $2, $2.20, and then on the way back down again. So I think I'm average about $1.47. So I'm still down on it, but I'm still extremely bullish and very, very confident that's going to go high. Hi mate, you think FIBO will gain big investors at Dubai Crypto Exhibition on October the 13th? So yeah, FibSwap just now. If you haven't seen FibSwap already. So this is another big project we're into just now, and what they're doing just now with FibSwap is just the period whereby they've launched the DEX. So the DEX has already come out and it looks great, looks fantastic. DEX dot, in fact we'll go here so we've got a second tab. So this is the DEX just now. So you can exchange from the Ethereum network to tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. network. And I've got a couple of tokens there. They're going to be adding tokens all the time. They're going to be adding another chain as well onto that. So really what's happening is just a period of kind of consolidation for FibSwap just now. It's gone down in line with the market just now. We know that, and we'll just take a look at FibSwap here just now as well. Where is Fib? I've got all these saved. So FibSwap is down to 0.6 of a cent at the moment. So where are we? This was about the low price I thought was going to hit, but the kind of lower level price is around about the 0.5 of a cent as support there if we're looking at it from a technical analysis point of view. So around about 0.5 of a cent. But I still feel FibSwap is going to do really well. Obviously, I'm still involved with them as a team. It's just a period of kind of consolidation, if you will, whereby Clive and the dev team are just going to be working on it, and just building it up and making it better, adding new chains, adding new tokens as well. And it's just going to be one of those coins that you're just going to have to hold and get involved with as well. If you're an investor in this, start marketing it as well, kind of on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever channels you have as well. Start talking about it, and I know a lot of people have as well, but I feel this is still $1 billion company. And we're at diluted market cap of 64 million at the minute. It's not really that, it's only around about 25 million I feel just now. I think it's around about 25 million market cap. That's the true market capitalization when you're looking at circulating supply. So this is just a case of waiting and letting the team do the work and let the marketing team do their work as well. And I feel we're going to get some big investors on board as well, talking to Fib and listening to the AMAs. AMAs are brilliant with Fib. If you've never been on an AMA with Fib in it, you'll realise just how amazing he is. His passion, his enthusiasm, his belief in what he's doing and what they're doing and what the team are doing is just really infectious. So this is a brilliant time to look at FibSwap just now, and I think they're going to do big things for FibSwap in the future. So again, it's not, do your own research and all that crap as well, and just have your own informed opinion. But I think FibSwap is going to do amazing. I'm still holding a big bag of FibSwap as well, and I have sold. I did have a big bag before. I was selling on the way up. So there's no way I'm going to sell on the way down. That's just silly to do that. It hurts the team, it hurts the token, and it hurts your kind of bag as well. So I've sold before on the way up, and I'll sell in the future on the way up as well, and just hope to hold a big bag. I've got my number in mind that I hope to hold for the next year, 2 years, whatever. But we'll see what happens. It definitely is not the time to sell FibSwap. This is the time to start buying, and when it start to see profits and other projects as well, I'll start buying again at these prices for FibSwap. So yeah, I still think it's a really good investment, but that's my opinion. Is there an AMA today for Fib? I don't actually know if there is an AMA today for Fib. Gordy Boy, have you looked at XCAD Network? Thanks, I haven't looked at that. Somebody else mentioned another one I need to kind of look at. XCAD. Oh, it rings a bell, so I probably have looked at it in the past. I've just never dug deep into it. So 17% down from its all-time high, 694% up from its all-time low, which is not that much. It's only a 6x. What is it in? What's it do? 66 billion market capitalization, 199 total supply. So FDV, probably about 600 million for the FDV. XCAD. Tokenizing YouTubers, a DeFi solution to create a monetization. Right, so there's a few plays like this out just now. So we've got Burial coming out as well. Soon there could be something like this as well. So the dev and the team from FibSwap, who've done brilliantly, are going to be bringing out Burial soon as well. So is it something similar to that? Create an NFT marketplace, NFT moments pack. So they're trying to get in the NFT space as well, which is good because that's hot just now. Yeah, this could be good. Yes, that looks good, Gordy boy. I'm just going to jump back to XP, see what it's sitting at. 75 cents. I think that's a good price. So we're looking at $10 million market capitalization. That's for PolkaFantasy. I do feel it is going to go up from here long term. So I think 75 cents is a good price actually. And it should start to go up from here from now. So yeah, as I said, there's no way you should be getting in the first 10-15 minutes of a launch. But this could be a good price from here. I thought originally $1, just under $1, and we're kind of at that level. So it could start to go up from here. So this could be good. $27 million traded in the first 50 minutes of PolkaFantasy. That tells you the level they're at just now. I'm going to see. No, I'll just leave that just now. So yeah, this looks like a really good price for PolkaFantasy to get in. Gordy boy, cheers Steve, great show. Thank you very much mate, really appreciate that. Listen, if you have any questions, somebody else asked me to look at something else before. CrossSwap, somebody mentioned CrossSwap. And I looked at CrossSwap the other day, what was it for? And a lot of people think because I'm in FibSwap that I can't look at any other, the other kind of swaps as well. But I look at everything. Even though I'm invested, because I'm invested in Chain Guardians big time as well, and I think that's going to do brilliant. But I look at other gaming projects as well, like Splinterlands, I think is going to do brilliant. So CrossSwap, 8 million market capitalization, fully diluted. The FDV value is 202 million. Yeah, I looked at that the other day, so it might be worth looking at as well. But I don't think they are doing what they promised they're going to do. Buying pancake, staking. Cross-chain to a new level, never seen before, features for traders. So I don't think it's working yet. And I like FibSwap. Bridge and swap on one interface. So it's bridge and swap. Okay. And the other one I was going to look at as well is this. I know we don't like this, or a lot of people don't like it because it's porn. But I think this could still be big, and this is a good opportunity to look at it again. This is 10 billion there. So the market capitalization on this is only about 7 million or something like that. It's gone down over the last couple of days in line with the market. But I think this could be a really big one as well. Is Cuminu. I don't like the name, I've always said that. But I still think this could be a really, really big project in that industry, in the porn industry. And it's trying to bring 3 platforms together. That's really what it's trying to do. And they brought the kind of, it looks good from a kind of, if you look at it from a social media kind of thing, that's what they're doing. Creators, the kind of adult content creators have that platform where you can chat to them as well. You can pay tokens as well. So it's not something I normally get into, but the business side of it and the tokenomics of it look really great as well. And they've got another coin on the kind of BSC side called Cuminu that's coming out as well. So I think this is a long-term hold, and I think it could be really big for the future. So I've got a big bag of them as well. Another big bag I've got is Splinterlands, another gaming one. Splinterlands. So that's down. It's not down that much actually. And that's on BSC side as well. Or Hive, it really is. It's on Hive, but you can buy the tokens on BSC. I'm just collecting the rewards for this. The rewards just now are, I think it's about 120% now. So I'm just getting rewards every day, maybe $100 to $180 a day or something, even more sometimes. Just depends what the price is. But 75% down from its all-time high, and only 43% from its all-time low. So Splinterlands, I think, is going to be huge as well. It's another $1 million project for me as well. And $1 million project is whereby you just collect them, and if you think it's going to go up 30-40x, and you could make $1 million from it. So you collect as much as you can until you get to the stage where 30-40x would give you $1 million, and that's the stage I'm at with kind of Splinterlands as well. I think that's going to be huge as well. Let's back to PolkaFantasy. Did you get into Star Atlas, Steve? I didn't get into Star Atlas. I wished I had. I bought some ships and a space station. Star Atlas looks amazing. That's on the Solana side as well. Star Atlas, but looks absolutely amazing. I think it's going to be huge, and I think it's going to change the way games are played on blockchain as well. But yeah, Star Atlas looks absolutely brilliant. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. That's about an hour we've covered just now. Listen, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. And I will leave you with this chart from PolkaFantasy, 82 cents at the minute. Looking really good. And I'll leave you with that. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.